What is up, guys? Welcome to the first ever video of Broken Teeth album reviews, and today we're going to be taking on a heavy metal legend in the new wave of British heavy metal. Metal for Mothers, featuring such legends as Iron Maiden, Angel Witch, Samson, and Sledgehammer. Because of this album right here is compiled by DJ Neil K, who ran the Soundhouse and the Marquee and helped these guys become legends. And fun fact about this album, this was released the same week as Iron Maiden released their very first album. And another cool fact about this album, it features 2 tracks of them, which features Sanctuary that came on the first album, and Wrathchild that didn't come until Killers, 1981. And this was recorded in 1980. Now, as some of you may know, what is the new wave of British heavy metal? Well, it's really long and a bit of a complicated history, but around that time, you had so many bands going on, like Deep Purple and Black Sabbath and Pink Floyd and all them, and everyone was just like, we want something heavier, we want something faster. And the bad thing was, punk was really raging about around the scene. So around 1975, we got Iron Maiden, and we also got Motorhead coming out, and Judas Priest was already out on the scene, and they were already on their, I believe, third album, Sad Wings of Destiny, Sin After Sin. It's somewhere around that time. But as the music kept getting faster and started growing, people started taking notice. They were just like, bloody hell, this is really cool. So as the years kept going, we had more bands that went on to become legends. We had Def Leppard, we had Saxon, we had Witchfinder General, and the list just goes on. And this may be a really brief video, but I'd like to give a history on the albums itself and the bands. But the history behind this album, I mean, look at it. How can you not like that album cover with a knight carrying a bass guitar and riding an iron horse with lasers coming out of its eyes? I mean, it's a fairly decent album for its time, but there were a couple of duds on there, like EF Band, Toad the Wet Sprocket, and Ethel the Frog, and a band called Nuts with a Z. And that sounds like a rapper that you would hear today. But it does show every track, and it gives you the description of what the new wave of British heavy metal was at the time. And this is actually a pretty rare piece to find. And I actually found this for like, wow, $10 at eBay. But this was a really big piece of the new wave of British heavy metal history. And because of this album, many of them went on to become legends. Like, of course, Iron Maiden and Angel Witch, which, because of that band alone, we wouldn't have Metallica or even Megadeth, because Lars Ulrich once said, yeah, we were really into bands like Angel Witch and Saxon and all them. I'm not trying to mock you, Lars, if you're watching this. I'm not trying to mock you. But the new wave of British heavy metal not only forefronted its own scene, but it helped forefronted the scene for other countries, like the USA, for example, with thrash metal and what else? Like traditional heavy metal, like the band Skullfist. And who else? A little bit of glam metal, because I hate to admit it, but even the new wave British heavy metal had a bit of glam. Yeah, because you gotta think of it. You had Slade, you had Sweet. I mean, we're gonna be talking a lot about a cool shit on this channel right here. But be sure to tune in. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment and recommend what album you want me to review next.